Yo, yo, yo. I literally just got back up running now, so I think so. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Cool. I'm not sure what kind of delay we've got on here. Oh, it's not too bad. I know. You know what it is? I think part of the reason why there's so much lag over the last few weeks is because everybody is online. And obviously, the more people that are online, the less bandwidth you get, which causes a bit of a problem. Cool. So one thing I want to, oh, that's gone a bit blurry there, isn't it? Focus. How you doing, Raymond? Right, it's yeah, it's not very, it's a bit blurry in it. Anyway, yeah, hit that like button, folks, please. I know I'm asking you to do it again, but this is a second separate video. Just to let people know as well, by the way, with regards to the cards. You see this box? This box is all of them, the cards to go out. Okay. At midnight last night, I had to order more cards. Okay. So these ones at the moment, and there's quite a few there, are waiting for more cards to turn up. Okay. But all of these ones will be going out tomorrow. All of these will be going out tomorrow. There is at the moment, I've got 118 envelopes here. 118. Those ones I'm waiting for more cards to arrive. So if your cards do not arrive by Wednesday, because they're going in the post tomorrow first class, but if they do not arrive by Wednesday, it means they're going to take a few more days. If on Wednesday, and I want to be fair to everybody, okay, if on Wednesday you haven't received any cards, you can contact me via email, and if you want your money back, I'll do that, no problem at all. If you're happy to wait a little bit longer, okay, then all of the envelopes, it's got all of your names and addresses on there already. But as I say, if by Wednesday you haven't received your cards, and they should be there by Wednesday because they're going in the post tomorrow, then please, if you want to do a refund until I've got more, I'm happy to do that. It's entirely up to you, but I'm going to leave that in your hands to decide. Okay. Thank you, Andrew. It's very kind. I've not heard anything about that, to be honest. I've literally all afternoon I've been filling envelopes. Oh, Vicky, there was such a lag. It was everything was just taking really long because the lag. It was terrible. So I decided to try jump on here and do it directly through YouTube rather than through the app that I was using. Also, as well, guys, you should know, most of you at least. If you're new, then you'll probably be getting to know type of person that I am. But for the moderators in the room and for the rest of you, because you may see people get kicked out of the room tonight. Now, normally I'm more than happy for people to have an opinion and share that opinion. Okay. However, after yesterday, after the video I put up yesterday, I've got to be honest, I'm expecting police to be infiltrating the live feed and potentially jumping in and being knobheads. So if you see people getting booted out, okay, Holly already knows the score, President Trump and the other moderators. If anybody comes on and starts being a dick, you know, slagging people off, calling people names, again, use your discretion, because some people might turn around and call somebody an idiot because they don't agree with them, and that's fine. But if somebody jumps on and starts being an absolute knobhead, kick them out, okay? Because we don't want that. Okay, it's not what the live stream's about. So so moderators, keep that in mind, please. Doopy doopy doo. Right, so as you know as well, on a Sunday we give away, or we have been and we will be for some time, we'll be giving away some of the cameras, okay, some of the small mini body cams. Tonight will be no different. We will be doing that. However, I'm not going to be able to, you're going to have to take my word for it tonight. I don't think I'm able to share my screen on here, so unfortunately you're going to have to take my word for it when I call out who the winner is, using the normal process that I use. The teddies, there they are, just there. So, and also, as I say, the camera giveaway will happen within some point within the first hour, and then after that, I'll give everybody 10 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll just chat some crap. But you know, we'll use this first part to let's discuss Boris Johnson's new what should we call them? Recommendations? Because they're not law, so we have to call them something. So shall we call them recommendations? There's the teddies. They don't deserve to be on camera. They didn't help yesterday when I had to beat up that old lady. No, Stuart. No, not yet, mate. Can I polish my truncheon again? Your mum fancies me. It's funny you should say that, because I've got it to hand right here. FPV, how you doing? Jesus Jones, how are you, mate? Maybe you will, Stephen. Maybe you will. I wish I had a camera to give out to everybody. Genuinely, I just don't. I just have to do it the only way that I can. That's obviously fair. So, did you? Don't know. You getting this? Keeps stopping me texting. Goes dark. Did you get email? When did you send it, Terry? Is it in reply to an email that I sent you? Because there was a few people that didn't send. Oh, that's another thing, folks. If you've ordered any of the cards, please check your emails. Check your spam emails as well, because I've emailed 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8. I've emailed 20 people today whose address wasn't with the PayPal payment. So if you've ordered any cards, please check your emails just in case you've received one from me. Make that 19. I've just had one back. Candy Cane, how you doing? How we doing? Yes, yeah, 200 people watching, 96 likes. Come on, folks. Hit that like button, please. Current climate, how are you, my man? How's the leg? No, it's not an extendable. It's a shower, not a grower. I know, Stephen. I know. I'm just saying, because I'd love to be able to give everybody a camera, because everybody deserves to be protected in some way or another. Neil Ferguson. He's done more harm than good, isn't he? Not just in his disobeying his own bloody guidance, but actually giving a bastard guidance in the first place. Husky Warriors, you should be able to do if you know what email address you used, you should be able to do a password reset. The fine now, special branch, the fine goes up to £100 for your first offence, £200 for your second offence, £400 for your third offence, £800 for your fourth offence, £1,600 for your fifth offence, and £3,200 for your sixth offence. Betty. I love that name. I don't know why. It just rolls off the tongue. Betty. Betty, there's a video that I put up yesterday on the channel called Pap Cards. If you watch that video, it'll explain how to get the cards and what you need to do. Yes, Roger, the cameras aren't very expensive at all, but they do the job. They're discreet, they're small, and at the end of the day, who doesn't like a freebie? Cool, you're popular this evening, CC. Proving Molly, they're not terrible jokes. They're good jokes, I'll have you know. Grizzle Chops, not missed anything at the moment, mate. Chris Haig, I would imagine that the police are going to be very busy for the next couple of days. God, I can't wait till people start going back to work and this internet speeds up a bit. Major Moth-tastic. Well, pretty much, yeah. Dave Bongo Slide, if that comment about 2 payment, if that is in a reply to an email, I'm not going to remember that by the time this finishes. Can you try and send it to me another way? It should be able to respond. I've had other people reply to emails that I've sent out today. I can see the comments. Blessings for Julie. I don't know how many I'm seeing. I don't know if I'm missing any or not. You wanted to know my story of how the police pissed me off. Okay. Briefly, I've been over this in other live streams, but obviously I don't recognise your name, so you're probably new to the channel. So what happened was I've been in and out of trouble most of my life. If I've done something wrong, I've put my hands up to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I have a problem with the police as such. The police are a necessity, and if people break the law, then they need to be dealt with. You know, I've got absolutely nothing wrong with that. And people say to me, "Oh, you'd be the first person to call the police if somebody robbed your house." Well, you know, of course I would. phone the police, obviously, if somebody robbed my house, because that's a crime. But what happened for me is last February, I was learning to build website templates, WordPress website templates. And somebody asked me if I could build one for them. Okay. So I said, yeah. And it was an emergency services themed website template for WordPress. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go and get some stock footage. I could have used footage off the internet, but that all belongs to people. I wasn't going to pay somebody else for theirs. So I decided to go and get my own. I went down to the local police station, set up outside with my camera on the public path, and waited for some police cars to come out. I got stopped and asked by the police what I was doing. I explained to him what I was doing. 40 minutes, he tried to get me to give up my details, which I wasn't going to do. I had done nothing wrong. There was no reason for me to give up my details. In fact, if I'd have given up my details, all he would have done is looked at my past, and then he would have used that to hassle me into moving away. That's why I don't give my details unless I have to. Okay. So after 40 minutes or so, he'd spoken to his sergeant. His sergeant told him that I was okay to be there because I was on a public ground doing nothing wrong. And he left me. Police went inside and left me. 20 minutes later, still hadn't got any footage because no police car had come out. 20 minutes later, two police came out, started telling me that I couldn't be on the public path trying to get some stock footage of police vehicles leaving the police station. I told them I could. So one of them ran inside. Within about 4 or 5 minutes, I was surrounded by 8 police threatening me with non-existent laws, Section 44 of the Terrorism Act, for example, shining LED lights in my face, basically surrounding me and ganging up on me. I refused to give my details. I've done nothing wrong. So then they decided to pull old Section 50 of the Police Reform Act. And I know that it was used specifically because they knew I wasn't going to give my details. I hadn't caused any harassment, alarm or distress because I've got them on body cam. I've got their body cam footage with them deciding what to use against me. So anyway, they decided I was going to use Section 50, at which point I didn't refuse to give my details anymore. I just tried to get them to explain why they wanted to use it. And rather than just explain to me properly what I had actually done and where this idea that I'd caused alarm, harassment and distress had come from, they decided to arrest me for it. When I got to the police station, I gave my name. And seeing as it's a, I can't remember what the name of it is now. It's a something offence that doesn't need any, which means it's an offence whether you know it's an offence or not. I can't remember the name of the word that's used now. But once I'd given my details, they should have let me go, but they didn't. They put me in a cell for three hours, which was all done because I didn't bow down to their authority, which I didn't have to do. And that's what pissed me off. They abused their position, apart from handcuffing me unnecessarily, twisting my arm up, hurting me, injuring me. They shouldn't have done it. And that's the reason why I started this channel, because I realized at that point how people do get abused. If I'd have done something wrong, I'd have put my hands up. I always do. But there you go. Perhaps nearly 5 minutes behind on chat. 8:53 is the time. I just said that. So let me know when you hear me say that it's at 8:53. Kevin Wake, if you join the Discord group, in the links in the bottom, if you join the Discord group, you'll get you'll get notifications straight away. Oh, what is going on with this stream? Holly, do me a favour. When you hear me say this on the live stream, can you let me know in the comments so I can work out how far behind the lag is? There isn't a way to slow the chat down, unfortunately, Vicky. Not that I know of, anyway. It was in 2019, yeah. That's it, the Section 50 Police Reform Act story. Right, guys, it looks like I'm about 4 minutes, well, about 4 minutes delay on this live stream, which is crazy. And this is directly through YouTube as well. I'm shocked at the delay in that. Section 44 was removed about 2012, I think it was. But the copper that nicked me tried to use it on me. Oh, get a bit of light on the subject. King 77703. The thing is, I was a twat when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? I was an idiot. If I got myself into trouble with the police, it was my own fault. Do you know what I mean? So if I got nicked, that was my own fault. I don't blame the police for nicking me if I've broken a law. Do you know what I mean? And this is one of the problems, right? People see this channel. Current Climate said it a minute ago. People see channels like this as police hating channels. I don't hate the police. The police are a necessity. We have to have the police. What I hate is police that think that they are untouchable when they put their uniform on. What I hate is police that abuse their positions, that lie and cheat and do all of the things that this channel highlights. Yeah. If this is why I'm not uploading a video 3 or 4 times a day, because the police are doing stuff that they're supposed to do. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them that are doing things that they're not supposed to do, and that is what I highlight on this channel. I don't highlight the police and say they've done wrong if they've arrested somebody for a crime. You know what I mean? If they've used too much force, then I'll highlight that. If they've done something that they shouldn't have done, then I'll highlight that. Is that comment to me, Ian, about the email that's bounced back? Copwatch UK. No, I'm waiting. Well, I was dealing with it until this coronavirus thing all kicked off. So I'm kind of up in the air at the moment, because they're not going to deal with anything like that at the moment, are they? So I did catch Bojo. I was stuffing envelopes at the time, but it was on in the background, so I did hear it. No, ignorance isn't an excuse. Absolutely not. It was in 2019, yeah. Yeah, there's 4 parts. It's the only time I've been arrested that's been put on the channel. So I was based Welshman in the room. No, they didn't charge me, no. I was kept in the cells for a few hours to teach me a lesson, because I wouldn't give up my rights, which they should have let me go straight away. The custody sergeant should have let me go at the point that they got my details, but they didn't. But I was let out under investigation, and then I received a letter, no further action. Am I a fan of the police? Well, I've already said, King, the police are a necessity. We need the police. We have to have the police. But what I'm not a fan of is police that think that they're immune to the law themselves. There's a lot of things that I show on this channel that if a member of the public done it, we get locked up. And just because you're wearing a uniform doesn't give you, it doesn't excuse you of the law. No, Trevor, no, not yet. Wow, are you only just hearing at 8:53? So it's a 10-minute. Jesus, there's a 10-minute delay. My God. Right, folks. Hang on. Right. I've just been informed. Oh God, that has gone blurry, isn't it? I've just been informed there, folks, that apparently my live stream is being censored, which is what the lag is for. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. It is it's from an account that belongs to somebody who works in the police. So there you go. What is going on with this? Come on, focus, focus. I'm not sitting that close to getting a focus. Hello, Dean. If I refresh, I think it's going to lose the stream. I think. I don't know what's right. Right, I don't know what's going on here or how much of a lag there is, or even if the video is in real time for you, but the chat is being lagged. So can you let me know when you can hear me say this? The chat's not the chat isn't going too fast as far as I can tell. It's just that there is a huge lag between me saying stuff and you responding in the comments. This, do you know what? This is getting mental. Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciated. Well, the person that said that the stream's being censored also said that this live stream is being streamed to D-Live as well. But there you go. If that's, you know, what can I say? If the police have got time to to sit and watch this live stream, then good luck to them. Should really be out solving some crimes. Cop watch, I'm seeing that message at 21:17. I don't know, Brian.